have to have a country that not only do you respect the law when you come here, but respect the law when you stay here. And people who have come to this country illegally have broken the law repeatedly. If you're here, unless you are here in a trust fund, you've been working illegally.
Amnesty is a magnet. When we have had in the past programs that have said that if people who've come here illegally are going to get to stay illegally for the rest of their life, that's going to only encourage more people to come here illegally.
You're a foreigner. Shut your mouth or get out. And if you come here illegally, you're going to jail.
Undocumented students come from all over the world.
Hi, I'm Mandeep Chahal. I'm a third year at UC Davis. I'm a neurophysiology and behavior major, and I'm also an undocumented student. This issue becomes really politicized. It's not, it doesn't have anything to do with Republicans. It doesn't have anything to do with Democrats. It has to do with kids who didn't have any choice in coming to the United States. They have their whole lives here. And the fact is that they're Americans, like anyone else, regardless of what piece of paper they have or what other people might think. The fact remains that they've grown up here, they have their whole lives here, their family, their friends, their education, their future.
I'm an undocumented student. I'm also part of the organization called SPEAK, which is Scholars Promoting Education, Awareness, and Knowledge. And right now I'm its current president.
My name is Irene Castillo, one of the co-founders of SPEAK, which is the AB 540 student group. College, you realize what it's like to be undocumented, all the opportunities you can't access because of your situation. And it becomes very difficult. I think you're hit in the face with the financial challenges of funding your own education.
So as of now, undocumented students don't have access to financial aid, so they have to seek out private scholarships in order to pay for their tuition. Many of the times those scholarships can't have legal status or a social security number as a requirement in order to be able to get that scholarship. And sometimes they have to do a lot of work in order to seek out that money.
Well, they're taking my money and blah, 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 but no, they're not really taking your money. It's actually, they're putting into a pot. Undocumented people in general are putting into a pot that they do not have access to. So technically, United States citizens are taking the money of undocumented students and undocumented people.
These students want to help improve their communities. They're not here to try to steal money from the government or from citizens. What they want is an opportunity to prove to others and themselves that they can succeed even though they don't have this social security number. They want to get educated so what they learn in college they can bring back to their communities and help out others.
Well, I don't think anybody's taking education away from anybody else. Yeah, I think what does exist is a lot of racism, a lot of classism, a lot of sexism and homophobia that is like really intricately connected to identity surrounding undocumented people. Who produce this type of hatred that I think is a lot of times irrational.
Instead of making the situation for the immigrant without a legal status here any better, we're actually making it a lot worse by not passing legislation that will be instrumental not only to their own families, their economics, but also to the society's network, the way that we function. We're excluding people who should be in classrooms, who have valid life experiences that should be shared.
Legal status is temporary and your education is permanent. So I think that just means that it's really important to get yourself educated. You're not going to set yourself for less just because you might have come here without those documents. I don't think it's fair. I think that students should definitely fight for their right to be educated.
Such as the California Dream Act that allow undocumented students to earn financial aid. So I know this is a tough situation for you, and it seems really hopeless, but trust me, I've been in that situation and I've gone through it, and I didn't have anybody to ask any questions throughout high school. But I mean, you're not the first person. I wasn't the first person to go through this. There are a lot of undocumented students that have gone to a four-year university and graduated with honors. So don't let your situation right now pull you down. There are a lot of windows opening. There's a lot of a lot of support coming up and rising.